It started as a normal online friendship rule until she became convinced he'd been the one stalking her all along. And this entire story comes from a real Reddit post, written by the girl who lived through it. So it goes like this. Many years ago, I met a girl on Steam. Wasn't really that close friends with her, but she told me she was in the same city I live in. For a while, we would chat daily, nothing serious. I had a GF at the time, and I didn't even know what she looked like. It was genuinely platonic. We'd talk about video games, local restaurants we like, etc., never planning to meet or anything like that. Well, eventually she faded off. There were a few times where she was online, and I said, "Hey," with no response. Then like an hour later, I'd say, "Hey," again. This happened maybe 5 times over the course of 6 months. Finally, she just never signed on again. Fast forward to 2 years ago, I'm reading an old classic Ask Reddit. What was the scariest thing you ever experienced thread from 2014? I see a story of this girl who has been stalked IRL for a year. Some dude leaving face prints on her window, emailing her photos of herself taken outside, awful and invasive stuff. How was this about me? Well, she became convinced that it was me for some reason, because it started happening shortly after we started talking. In this post, she told the whole backstory that was unmistakably ours. She even posted screenshots of our convos, thankfully censoring my username, where I said, "Hey," twice, describing it as the early signs of her stalker's obsession. She said she was stalked IRL for like a year before the guy thankfully stopped. I couldn't even message her because the account was deleted by the time I found it, years after it was posted. And that's where the story ends. If you like these kinds of real Reddit stories, make sure to subscribe for more.